Meghan Markle says palace must act now as her desperate dad won't stop. That is, talking against the British royals.
Meghan Markle must get Buckingham Palace to act immediately because her desperate father Thomas is unlikely to stop speaking out in the media, an expert claimed. James Brooks, a royal commentator and correspondent, speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, believes a line of communication must be opened to halt the interviews. He said, "I think, for a lot of people, the whole Thomas Markle furor is coming across as self-inflicted. Many are looking at the comments with a sense of disbelief and there's been a obviously response to them. If what Thomas is saying is true and communication has broken down between the pair, then it's quite easy to see why. While he's complaining that's hurtful, you can also argue that his persistent desire to talk to the press about her life is very hurtful to Meghan, and that's why the palace have put up the shutters. We have to remember that many of Thomas' comments in his GMB interview related to very intimate and personal parts of somebody's life, and I can't think of many people who would want that information airing on such a public platform, especially when it's a family member who's airing them, and, because of her new royal position, her hands are more tied than others when it comes to responding. But, while there's no response or recourse from the palace, it seems likely the comments will keep on coming. That's why it boasts an interesting question for the press too. Even if the comments are hurtful to their subject, some editors will argue that with no acknowledgement or evidence of this from the palace, they're fair game to publish and use. But it puts into perspective why the Markles still keep talking. In today's world, inflammatory comments, for better or worse, make people sit up and listen or read. People click on the stories because they want the gossip, and so there's an argument that's why the Markles are doing it, because they know they have a platform and can milk it. I think many would say, if reconciliation is what the Markles really want, they wouldn't have gone down this route. They would be trying to sort this privately with Meghan and her aides. But, unless the palace release a statement detailing any help they might have previously offered Thomas Markle that he might have refused, plus any rebuke of his comments, we'll be seeing a lot more of this kind of tittle-tattle. Mr. Markle has carried out a series of controversial interviews since his daughter Meghan became engaged to Prince Harry last year. In his latest rant, the retired lighting director accused his daughter of cutting him out of her life and claimed the royal family were trying to silence him. He even dragged Princess Diana into the row by saying the late princess would have loathed the way he has been treated. Speaking to the Mail on Sunday, Mr. Markle said, "I tell you, I've just about reached my limit with Meghan and the royal family. They want me to be silent, they want me to just go away. But I won't be silenced. I refuse to stay quiet. They have Meghan treating her father in a way that Harry's mother Princess Diana would have loathed. That's not what Diana stood for. Princess Diana is credited with changing the royal family, but she wasn't perfect. She was still very much one of them. I think Meghan's the one who'll bring them into the 21st century, if they'll let her."